Let's talk a little bit about the abilities, especially his ult, because I thought that was the hardest to get the hang of, because it seems like anytime you pop his ult, that's just attention towards you, especially in a team fight. So how do you counter that? And for me, I thought a lot of the way to use his ult was to kind of go hide, and try and find a bush where they're not necessarily expecting it. If you can kind of get somewhere between them and their tower, and then use it.
Top lane, or
because it takes 1.5 seconds to channel it.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So if you're sitting there, they know it's coming. If you're sitting right there in the lane,
and you
just for 1.5 seconds, and they can see it coming. So
or use fear, and during that 3 seconds, you can charge it up.
Right. So a lot of times I was just popping it, then fearing them I would pop it from a bush, and that would throw me into the lane, and then once I was there, then I could fear them, stay with them.
The best lanes to do that for would be top lane, because they have bushes on the side that are, like, if they went down the middle of that lane, you can hide in that bush and then use your ult, and also with the bottom, which you can draw them back, let them.
Well, even in mid, I was doing it too, because I'd go down that side, and then kind of go around towards like the river area,
or those two bushes.
Those rivers.
So you kind of get around them, and then
see what there. That's what when I did my online game with him, they started pushing mid, and our other champions, they went mid as well to counter it. Well, I went around, got on that bush, jumped out, and we had them trapped.
Right.
I feared one of them. The other guys actually used their slowed, so they were trapped in that ring.
Right. Yeah. They're going to do one of two things: either the whole team's going to jump on you, or they're all going to try and run. So
that's when you fear Dark Wind.
Yeah.
And
then if you can, drain. If you want to quickly get them down. If not, just run right behind them with that ult.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about champions you might encounter, just kind of get a scenario of actual in-game situations you might face. Cho'Gath, you're playing Cho'Gath. He's a tanky character. He's got his own silence ability. For me, I think the key is to straight off silence him. You want to try and get him silenced before he does that to you. Because you don't want him getting close to you. So
that's always a tough decision between the Terrify and the Dark Wind, which is your silence. Your Terrify, if you do that first, then he has a chance of using his silence to keep you from using your silence. And once he closes that distance, he can use his it's some type of spike and knocks you airborne. And in that time, he can use his silence. And after that, you're pretty much dead.
Right. Anybody have anything else to think?
Yeah, you've got to silence him first.
Yeah, silence, and then I would say pop your ult, and then Terrify, and then drain him down.
Well, if
you're pretty much
if you silence him first, if you silence him and then try to pop your ult, he could run away before your ult.
True, but the Terrify actually has quite a bit of range that you can pop it on.
Oh, true.
Yeah. And then you just get a little bit closer, like right on the edge of his ult, and then still good.
Especially a full health Cho'Gath, he thinks, "Oh, I've got a lot of health. I can tank this." So I think,
going up to full strength Cho'Gath.
He's probably not going to try.
Make sure he doesn't have his ultimate up. He's what we call Chosaurus Rex. He grows in his every 3 stacks of his ultimate.
You're gonna have to drain him like 5 times.
And then if you bite another champion, the health's just like.
Yeah. I've died many times.
Make sure he doesn't use his ultimate on your minions, because he will grow and he gets more health and attack power.
Yeah. With Evelyn, that was another champion I have listed here. I think with her, you got to be much more defensive oriented. With Cho'Gath, I think he can be a lot more aggressive. Yeah. You can always fear him and get away from him. He has a bunch of health, but I don't know that he does as much damage as Evelyn does. He doesn't have that burst damage, I don't think.
No. He is slow also.
Yeah. So, so I think you play more defensive oriented with Evelyn. Obviously, I think your silence.
Stay away from her.
Right.
If you get the slightest bit closer, you're dead.
Yeah, so you want to kind of stay next to your turret a little closer.
Yeah, don't let her chase you, or you chase her much because of her spikes. They just follow you automatically.
Yeah, I would use the Dark Wind a lot, just to kind of keep hitting her, kind of get her down in health a little bit. Stay next to your turret. Once she's down about halfway, then that's when we can kind of really start
keep her
playing a little bit more aggressive. But like you said, no chasing. Don't chase that one.
No.
But also keep her moving so that she doesn't have a chance to turn invisible. Because when she turns that invisible, you can't target on her. Like I tried using my abilities and it wouldn't work because she was invisible, or whatever it's called, transparent.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other pros or cons you want to add? I think I have one here. And that's a Fiddlesticks is not a great lane pusher.
No, it's not.
He's pretty bad at that. I felt like, I could take a champion one-on-one, but then after I got them killed, I would spend 30, 40 seconds killing minions. Because he didn't have clearing ability that some of the other champions have, so it took me forever to get to the turret. So,
and if you try using your abilities on him, you use up all your mana, and then once that champion comes, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You just gotta turn tail and run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get mana potions or something that recharges your mana.
Or Dorian's Ring, because each time you get a kill, you get 5 mana plus the 3 mana for 5, which is nice.
I think one of his strengths and one of the things I want to point out for anybody who's just trying him out is that he's really great for surprise attacks. So I think that's what makes him a good jungler as well, because he can do that one-on-one, I think, pretty well against most champions, especially other champions that tend to jungle. So, if you're just trying him out, I'd probably plan on spending a lot of time by yourself trying to get those one-on-one situations.
Yeah.
Or with another teammate. So ganking.
The 3v3 matches will be good with his character.
Yeah.
5v5. You have to make sure that you let your teammates know that you're going to jungle if you're going to do a 5v5.
Right.
And then the 3v3, also, you have to jungle.
Yeah. Which they should know if you have smite. That's generally the telltale sign in 5v5, but I agree. You want to, because he's pretty versatile. Other than, strictly offensive. I don't think he's very great defensive oriented.
No.
He's got a fear ability, so he can support, I guess. But I don't necessarily know that would be a strength. There's a lot of other champions
that we forgot to say. The summoner spells smite and flash.
Right.
Definitely use those 2 summoner spells.
Right.
Or if you're under, I think it's 12 when you get flash, smite and clarity.
Definitely clarity. That will help with your mana generation.
Yeah.
It'll get 40% back of that.
If you're laning, I would go ignite instead of smite. But
ignite.
Ignite and flash.
Right.
It's the good general.
If you start out below 12, use ignite and the clairvoyance or whatever it's called.
Clairvoyance.
What was it called?
There's heal, there's revive, there's clarity.
Clarity, that's what it was. Okay.
All right, so I think that wraps up. Anything else you guys want to add?
Nope.
Somebody just trying out Fiddle?
Do not go against casters.
Do not go against casters. Don't really go against melees if you're soloing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean by casters? Okay, because to me, I thought
Rise, Evelyn, Lux.
See, Lux doesn't scare me.
Yeah, Lux is
her ult, her laser.
Dude, that hurts.
All you have to do is just move out of the way.
Well, yeah. See, I think to me it would be any champion that can close the gap. I had the worst champion I had trouble with was Katarina because she can.
Yes, Katarina's the worst.
Yeah. Katarina can run on top of you. She can.
And
she
Fiora.
has so much burst damage. Fiora too.
Yeah, she's terrible.
All right, so let's wrap this up.